Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope y'all are having a good weekend. I just wanted to make this quick video about using these income funds for a FIRE strategy. So I have these 8 ETFs, and this is not a deep dive portfolio video, but each one of these ETFs pays me a monthly income. Now, this is my annual income, and you can see it's broken down into monthly as well. So we're just under 5,000 a month. Now, the long story short version behind this is I was a real estate investor and I decided to sell property and invest in these income assets. So I'm really happy I did. I'm very happy that I did. I no longer have to manage tenants, no longer have to do maintenance on a property, worry about cleaning, worrying about people moving out, property taxes. There's like 1,000 things I could talk about when it comes to rental properties. I'm not saying that they're a bad investment. Very glad that I went that route. It worked out well. But at some point, I feel like an exit strategy is good to have on the table. And that's pretty much what I did. We have one more property that we want to sell, and it's going to go straight in the portfolio. Now, when it comes to these funds, something that I've noticed, just these are income funds, right? So the majority of the growth out of these funds is paid out to you, right? So you're getting paid every month. Now, I do feel that there's long-term growth opportunity here. I just wanted to show something real quick on HYLD. You can see the dip here. This was when Trump's tariffs came in, so it really dipped down. I think the lowest price was, so under $11. And you can see a nice recovery. We're back up to 13. Now, even though these funds have some growth aspect or growth potential to them, I really feel the best play is to reinvest into more units. So every month you're getting paid out, buy more units, right? That's my plan. So it's a really simple plan, actually. Just live off half the portfolio income and reinvest half the portfolio income, whether that's 60,000 a year, 70, 80, whatever it is, right? That's my FIRE strategy with using these income funds. And, these are all slightly different in how they work, each one of these funds. But essentially, they all pay a monthly income. And if you can reinvest and buy more units, the next month you're going to have a higher income. Now, with real estate, it was very, very difficult to do this. There's a lot of overhead. You have to pay the mortgage down in 5-year terms typically, and then you can refinance and get a smaller payment. And it was just a very long road. And although it does work to generate cash flow, the overhead expenses pretty much make it where you need multiple properties to actually be able to live off of. Whereas these types of investments, you can know exactly what you're going to get. You know what each unit pays, you know how much you need to invest. You can build out scenarios, you can do some math and figure out what you need to invest to gain a certain amount of monthly income. And that's really why I love these funds. And again, I'm very happy that I decided to become an income investor rather than a real estate investor. Real estate is kind of a separate thing that I think it's like you have to really love it. And personally for me, I just have been doing it for a while where I didn't feel like it was something I loved to do. And these funds, I just feel like they're so predictable. Every month you know what you're going to get. Payments can fluctuate when it comes to what's happening out in the market. But at the end of the day, if you're budgeting and able to reinvest a good portion, I feel like you're gonna have a successful portfolio. So that's really my strategy for FIRE. Keep building the portfolio up, and once I want to start spending some, I feel like spending half and reinvesting half is my goal. Now, I haven't seen anybody else do this. I don't know what typically people are doing when it comes to these income FIRE strategies, but I feel like a 50% reinvestment rate is a good place to start, at least. Obviously, if my income is much higher, my expenses are lower, I'll try to reinvest more. But I think 50% is a good place to start. Anyways, guys, that's my FIRE strategy. I don't think it's something I could have pulled off with my real estate. It just would have taken way too long. And if anything happened, like if I had a shitty tenant or if I had a bad maintenance problem, it would have totally put me behind. At this point, I've almost surpassed my day job income with my investments, and it's just a much better strategy for financial independence. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do me a favor, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.